All right, and here we are. All right, JHM, top speed performance. All right, the things you want to look for, and really anything at all. You want to look at your deck, make sure it's nice and flat. All right, this kit they kind of allow with these. There's a little bit of leeway with these. You can see the thickness. Here's stock. It's a two-piece design, thin tin copper, really thin. Now you're gonna take a chance using the stock ones with any aftermarket. You're gonna take a chance just because of the thinness, and this does not have any forgiving value in it whatsoever. This here, as you can see, because of the thickness, there's a decent amount of flexibility. The thermal coating, actually the thickness here gives you flexibility. Flexibility is the mating surface to the mating surface. You can see the difference in here. You got really almost no flexibility. If either one of these are warped, you can forget about it. This is going to continue to leak and leak. You're going to tighten it down as much as you can. You're going to snap bolts. Okay, top speed, good idea. These are old school, thermal coating, but the thickness is what gives you the leeway, the flexibility for the mating surface. Now, what comes with the top speed kit are identical size gaskets. These are for the front, and these are for the rear. These are what stock look like. It's the same exact, same thing, same everything. Front part, this is off the manifold. That's where these go. These are after the cat going out to the downpipe and the rest of the exhaust. Now, I invested in these a while ago. These are the stock copper nuts that go on the exhaust. I'm going to use these for the front part. Remember, your studs are going to stay on your manifolds unless you've done something different with it. So I'm going to put the stock hardware back on. Top Speed sends you these, and they are, yeah, they're grade. Lock washer. This is a groove washer. This will lock it in so it doesn't have a chance to back itself out. There's also another one, and if you could look on there, this also locks on. So once you tighten this system down this way, she ain't going nowhere. Or he, however you want to hear it. As you can see, catted, non-catted, 200 cell performance metal core catalytic converter. With the bung for the O2 sensor to keep everything ODB compliant. Welds are nice. No problem with these. I didn't have any problem with these at all. I'm taking them off because I want to run a cat. I was running my cat after here. Magnaflow cat. Don't buy them. They are garbage. The center of the core blew out of the first one. It was, texting them, emailing them back and forth. It was just ridiculous. Anyway, they wound up not doing anything for me. So, bad Magnaflow. JHM, there's nothing wrong with these. These are fine. If you don't want to run a cat whatsoever, these are perfect for you. But if you do, okay, these, you're going to have to add a resonator to them or figure out a way to control some of the drone or rasp. These, being the cat is so high up in the exhaust system, this is the first spot it's going to start to dissipate any rasp and drone. Is right here. And so on and so forth. Your resonator, and as you keep going down, then your muffler, the more baffling you put, the quieter the exhaust is going to get. If you like it raw, nasty, just balls out screamer, go ahead and go with these. And no cats, no resonator. I don't know if you're going to live with that for long. And I don't know. Maybe you will. I can't see it happening. eventually somebody's going to complain about it. But nevertheless, for the money, and you want to pick up a little bit of horsepower, there you go, free flowing exhaust. These are 200 cell high performance. It's metal core, straight through design. These are also high performance, but it's going to give you the ODB compliant stuff, which I want. Right now on my APR tune, I'm running, I deleted or had them delete the O2 sensor. So I'm going to have that turned back on. Now we're going to get to these. Like I said, JHM, they're not bad. This is typical. They've been on there maybe 1,000 miles. Oh, I take that back. Maybe not even that long. I don't know. But, I mean, this is what happens when they get warm. They turn a color. It's not terrible. It doesn't affect anything. All the welds have held up pretty nice. And you'd be able to tell instantly. You'd see black residue on any weld that did not hold up. Oops. Put that back. These, the same. Welds look nice. I see no gap. The bead is nice and consistent all the way around. Maybe a hot spot or two, but other than that, not bad at all. And also, as you can see with your CAD, which the MagnaFlow did not have, there's a tiny little lip around on the inside of that cone, that honeycomb that's in there. Now that's going to stop it from rocking back and forth. That's what the MagnaFlow did. When I got it, it was like a shaker can. Not, you know, it didn't rattle, but it was a little thump, which means that core was just rocking in between, you know, in between here. This one here actually has, there's a little lip on the inside. That's going to stop it from moving back and forth. Why do you think that that's an issue? Back and forth, banging back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Going, whatever it was doing. Well, eventually what it wound up doing was blowing that center core straight through the exhaust, totally closing off this side of the exhaust. The car noticed it instantly and shut it down. Scared the crap out of me, didn't know what it was, pumped it home, didn't have any horsepower. It was a terrible ride home. Luckily I was only 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away. Got home the next day, woke up, didn't know anything that was going on, looking over the car, shits and giggles, pulled it apart. And when I was pulling it apart, it just states like, what in the hell? So, but that was that. All right, top speed. These are nice. This is going to tarnish the same as that, which is fine for me. It's underneath the car. Nobody will ever see it. I don't need it to be super shiny. I want the purpose. So, a recap. Get yourself some nice gaskets. I went with stock when I bought these. The JHMs didn't come with, wait, did they or didn't they? No, they didn't. They said to reuse the stock ones, which, that's not a good idea. They said these are kind of a one-use only. You're lucky if you get them to seal a second time. These, they did seal. You can see a little hot spot right there. They did seal, but I was taking a chance. Top Speed sends you the gaskets, sends you the hardware, not these. These I bought from Audi separately a while ago when I started building my exhaust. You can check out those videos too. I actually built an exhaust for it, but this time, I don't know. I just wanted to go with something else, so I'm going with Borla. These are the original OEM copper. These are going to be for the rear part. Or take that, but yeah, these are going to be for the rear part. No, they're not. These are going to be for the front part. The studs stay on your manifolds. These are for the rear. Check the spacing. Yeah, there's plenty of room there to get a socket or a wrench around it, which, yeah, that's a decent amount of room there. You can get a wrench or a socket on there. The issue is, you can see where this meets. Yeah, she's going to be a little bit of a pain to get to that one. So this one has it the same way. It's a little off-center. I think that's just the way it's lying. So you can see the designs are almost identical. And obviously they would fit up with the cat. I don't want to go pulling out a cat. I actually hacked a lot of it up to get them out, cutting the brackets, and then I think I cut the rear flange off to be able to get the cats out. But the designs are the same. These may be a little bit longer, which that would be cool. Nah, we're the same exact. Okay, that's the review of them, the unboxing review. These are going to be for sale. If somebody wants them, let me know. I'll let them go for a decent price. If you want, I'll send you the OEM gaskets, but I'll tell you right now, get a set of these. Alright, get yourself a new set of hardware. These ain't gonna run you much. I think they're 45 cents, maybe $1 each from Audi. And some nice grade bolts with some kind of locking mechanism for them. Because you want to be able to put these on and leave them on, not have to keep going under there and checking. Your first initial after braking, yeah, you're gonna go in and re-torque, but after that, you want them to be able to lock in and stay. So go ahead and get yourself some kind of locking mechanism for them. These here, these kind of, I can't say they don't strip on, but being as they're copper, they kind of, they crimp themselves around that thread once they get warm. So you're also going to do the same thing after a few hundred miles. You're going to go back in and give these another torque just to make sure they're nice and snug and no leaks. This should prevent all leaks. If you get these nice and snug, there is enough gasket material here that's going to make a perfect seal here between your manifold and your downpipe. So that's a little bit of tip, a little tip bit. Okay, that's it. These are from Top Speed. I told them I'd do an install video. I don't think they had one on there. And then we'll do some sound clips or whatever after. You can listen to some of the other videos I got when I was building that home bolts for it. Some other things, which, okay, my exhaust isn't terrible. It's not what I want though, and I am getting ready to go back to Chicago, so I don't feel like welding anything else, so I just went and bought it. There we go. That's the, I don't know, that's the video on that. Alright guys, take it easy.